Hello everyone, nubkeks here, welcome back to Nub Raids. And in today's video, actually an extra bonus news video today, because we just got a bunch of info on Discord from Raid's official announcements on Discord as to how to get the Trunda skin, what we're going to have to do. And there's quite a bit. It's going to be a long process. There's going to be multiple steps to completing this and getting yourself a Trunda skin. It's going to be starting from the 1st of July. It's when you'll first start to be able to collect the skin fragments, right? Fragments for the skin. If you don't follow Raid on Discord, you can obviously follow my Discord, and we pump the official announcements into my Discord as well automatically. I don't know why you'd want to use my Discord but not the official Raid one, but if you do, I've got you covered. Anyway, so yes, phase one then. They're inspired by Marvel, you know, the MCU and all that. Take part in our Summer Splash events from Monday the 27th of June until Wednesday the 6th of July to collect the first 50 fragments of Trunda's Heroic Ice Drake skins. This is the first half of the fragments, and here is the schedule. And it's actually the schedule represented in this graphic right here. So from the 1st to the 5th of July, there will be a Summon Rush, which will give 20 fragments. I would not be surprised. This is going to be this weekend, upcoming weekend. I'd not be surprised if this included a 10 times event for Trunda. I would not be surprised by that. Then on the 3rd to the 6th of July, there's going to be a Dungeon Divers event for 15 fragments. From the 2nd to the 5th, a Champion Training Tournament for 15 fragments as well. This is quite a short little tournament. So I expect this could actually be a reasonably intense grind to get your Champion Training done, which gives you some Dungeon Divers, but it's not as good as running dungeons and then getting the Dungeon Divers done as well. So we'll see how it goes. Another thing, obviously, is it doesn't say whether the Summon Rush is an event or a tournament. I would honestly advise waiting until the 2nd of July before pulling if you're going to go for this, because there is a possibility with this tournament, 15 fragments from the tournament, there's a possibility that you have to win the tournament to actually get some or all of these fragments. We've no idea. We just don't know. Hopefully they'll confirm that in the next couple of days, and I'll let you guys know when I hear. But yeah, so there you go. That's going to be the first 50 fragments. I would wait to see what the state of this tournament is before deciding. You know, you're not going to lose out waiting one day for your Summon Rush. You can totally wait. So that's the first 50. Now, here's a bonus. At the end of Phase 1, on Wednesday, July 6th, you'll be able to get the remaining 50 fragments of the skin from a special offer in the shop. That's right. So at this point, you now have the opportunity to fork over real money to buy the skin in the shop. This could be real expensive. I don't know how much do you think they're going to charge for that? How much do you think they should charge, and how much do you think they will charge? But this is pretty cheeky. Now, before we get too outraged too quickly, there is going to be a Phase 2, a second set of tournaments and events where you'll be able to get the second 50 fragments. But that's not coming until the 22nd of July, and it runs from July 22nd to August 3rd. So basically, you collect these first few fragments, you have to wait 2 weeks, and then you'll have another week or so of more events for the next 50. So if you don't want to wait that time, you can go and you can buy those fragments if you want to, all right? Or sorry, down here, you can buy them if you want to. At the same time as well, also the Fiery skin is going to be in the shop from June 27th for 7 days. That's the legendary skin. Why is there this big break in the middle, this 2-week break? Well, if you ask me, this is a suspiciously fusion-sized break, isn't it? The old 2 weeks at the exact right timing after our previous fusion. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. We should hopefully be hearing about what this fusion is going to be over the next day or 3. And I'll let you know, of course, as soon as we know. We usually hear, you know, sometime during this week is when we're going to hear about it, what the champion is, whether it's a fusion or a fragment collector, etc., etc. So stay tuned for that news. But basically, I can pretty much tell you, not 100%, but 95% confidence right now that the next fusion is going to start on Thursday, the 7th of July. That's where it's going to start. So now you know. And I think, is that Void 2X? I think it's a Void 2X, Void Shard 2X event, I think, is what's kicking it off. Let us know in the comments. I think it's a Void 2 times event. So save up your Void Shards for that fusion. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah, Phase 2, more tournaments, more events, but We don't know what those are going to be. And again, it's still that question mark, that big question mark of winning tournaments. Are any of these skin fragments going to be hidden behind winning tournaments? Because we know, okay, it's a Summon Rush event. So Summon Rush is an event. We know there's one tournament in this first section, and there's at least one tournament in the second section. So if you do need to win tournaments to get these skin fragments, you're going to need to win at least 2 tournaments if that is the case. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully they're just milestones. But I wouldn't be shocked if you had to win the tournaments to get it, or when maybe the second tournament comes around and you got to win this one to get the fragments, and you've already committed for over a month of collecting this stuff at this point. Well, around a month of collecting. You kind of feel committed to do it. But good news, when Phase 2 ends, you can also buy the remaining 50 skin fragments from the shop. Lucky you. Lucky you. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Also worth noting, obviously we're going to have a CVC between then and now. It's always a possibility that they could put a guaranteed Trunda in at this point. The sneaky thing is, though, if they do a guaranteed Trunda after this Summon Rush event, the only way you can complete the skin is if you buy the pack in the shop. Which, again, makes me feel like it's somewhat possible, right? That they could do it. Summon Rush with a 10 times Trunda. Then maybe a week or 2 after that, maybe in the middle of in this fusion, they'll drop a guaranteed Trunda for like 15 Sacred Shards. And you go, oh, okay, well, I guess a fork out for the guaranteed Trunda. And then I'll have to fork out for the skin as well. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I'm so cynical about this now. I'm so cynical. But I think you have to be. Look, what do I think? Look, if you've got Trunda, I think you'll go for this, right? Should you pull for this Summon Rush event hoping for a Trunda? I mean, that's always up to you. I don't really recommend that ever. But, I mean, we'll see what the state of these events are. I might do another update video when this stuff goes live and let you know what I think on those actual days. My thoughts right now, I don't have Trunda, so I'm really not too pushed about this. I'm probably just going to skip it. I guess it could be like 40 or 50 quid to buy the legendary skin. So if you really want a skin for your Trunda, in my opinion, her base skin's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with just the base skin if I got one. So I'm probably not going to rush out to do this. And they did say as well, if you don't collect all the fragments, they'll do similar events in the future to give everyone a second chance. But there's really no word on when that will happen. Will it be 100 fragments worth in the second chance event? Who knows? Who knows? They're generally pretty poor at running events again to catch up on fragments. They give you pretty minimal amounts. So I don't know. There you are. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? My rambling thoughts here. I'm going to leave it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Are you going for this or not? Let me know. See you next time. Bye-bye.